November 26, 2013 meeting of the Intergovernmental Relations Committee will now come to order. Please call the roll.
Mr. Antelli is excused. Mr. Baroth is excused. Chairwoman Boyce.
Here.
Mr. Tucciarello.
Here.
Mr. Wilcox.
Here.
President Adair.
Here.
Is there anyone signed up for the public forum, Mr. Grant?
We actually have one public forum speaker.
Okay.
When your name is called, please come forward to the podium. You'll have 2 minutes in which to address the committee. Please conclude when the timer sounds. And our speaker is Tom Gregory.
Good afternoon.
The bad news is that the public always gets the facts after the fact and can't get here yesterday and speak against what I'm going to be speaking against tonight in the context of what's before you. About 2 years ago, when our sheriff was going to be given a raise, I think everybody in this room who has read the study knows that I did a complete wage survey on the sheriff and said I thought he was deserving of the money. The problem with that was it costed, I think, a $17,000 position, somebody who would be employed. Today, or I read in the newspaper, the sheriff wants $47,000 more. I always think in terms of, well, what could that $47,000 do for our people in this county? It could employ 3 people part-time. You have before you proposals today that are after the fact proposals. We're going to get them drunks, or we're going to get them drug people off the road. Great. I think anybody who has any reasonable approach doesn't want drunks on the road. We don't want people on drugs on the road. However, one of the best deterrents against those types of problems are employment. Therefore, I would call through this committee in response to what was reported today, and I hope somebody from the Sheriff's Department is here, that the sheriff withdraw his proposal for that increase, and that perhaps you convert that into a proactive application of funds and find yourself a couple jobs over there. I can't think of anything that would ameliorate, I think that's the correct word, I might have said it wrong, the fall from grace than to be around high quality people, and I would suppose that those people exist in the Sheriff's Department. I think you get my point. This is great that we're getting something to get drunks off the street, but the best way to get drunks off the street is to find gainful employment for them and get them into opportunities that might proactively prevent that from happening. So I call for the sheriff to withdraw immediately his $47,000 request. Thank you.
The next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the September 18th, 2013 minutes before you. They'll stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda, Mr. Clerk.
Referral 13-306, accepted.
Moved by Mr. Tucciarello, second by Mr. Adair. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Passes.
Referral 13-307, authorizing.
Moved by Mr. Adair, second by Mr. Tucciarello. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Any new business, Mr. Clerk?
That's it.
Okay. All right. If there's no other matters to come before the committee, the next meeting is December the 18th. So we'll see you then.